Motivation comes from understanding that deep at our core, we need to be transformed. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, hi, welcome. My name is Lashana, and on this channel we do motivational and lifestyle based content. Today's video is going to be a motivational Monday video, and I'm so excited because I'm going to be talking about how I changed my life and was able to keep myself self-motivated. Is that the title? How I trained myself to become more self-motivated. Yeah, that's the title. Okay, so please make sure you subscribe down below so you don't miss any more content from me, and also comment down below and let me know what are ways that you are transforming your life right now so that you can become the best version of yourself. Let's get into the video. First thing I started to do when I began to train my mind to become more self-motivated was I cut down the consumption of things that I was doing. So I looked at my TV shows I was watching, the music I was listening to, the people I was hanging out, and I took inventory of all those things, and I started to say, what does my life look like now, and what do I want it to look like in a year? And I know we hear this all the time, and it sounds so like, yeah, Lashana, whatever, but a lot of the reasons why we're not growing and we're not self-motivated is because we are okay with being comfortable. We're at this comfort level place and we're okay with that. And it's scary for us to stop doing what we're doing. And we oftentimes would rather stay comfortable than to grow. Right? So taking inventory of all the things that you're consuming is so important. So I would say that's the first thing on the list. What are you watching? What are you listening to? You know, what kind of friends do you have? What kind of things do you and your friends do when you guys are looking to have a good time? All those things are important. And find replacements for them, right? So if you're watching a lot of reality TV show, replace it with watching like a show like Shark Tank. Shark Tank is like my favorite show. It's just about people that are investors that are looking to invest in small businesses. So you can still watch good TV, you know what I mean, if that's your way of relaxing, but replace it with something that's gonna be informational for you. You know, if you're listening to a lot of Meek Mill and Future, and there's nothing wrong with the Little Babies and all those other songs that are popular songs, I listen to them too, but replace it more with maybe a motivational content. I replace it with jazz. I just like listening to like jazz, piano, instrumental music, like when I'm cleaning up, and I find that it boosts up my mood because funny enough, they actually have jazz. They have like something called like positive jazz, which is weird, and it's supposed to boost your mood up. So yeah, and with your friends, if you guys are always going out to eat and drink and do hookah, how about you guys replace that and go to like a museum or do something like a little mini road trip in a place where you guys all have to shut your phone down, but you're together and you get to bond. You know, like always find ways to replace the things that you're doing because it's not working. It's not motivating you. It's not making you a better person. So that's step number one. Take inventory of what you are consuming on a daily basis. Step number two, seek more of God and less of yourself. There's a scripture in the Bible that says, all my strength, all my help comes from the Lord. You know, and anything that I've learned in the 26 years I've been alive is that I can do nothing without God. Everything I'm listing in this video, you can try to do it on your own, but you're always going to come against obstacles because God is the truth, the way, and the light. Okay, like I don't know what your faith is, and you don't have to believe in God. You could just believe that there's something higher when we go to the afterlife, but God is the truth, He is the way, and He is the light. And when you are changing your life to become more self-motivated, you need God even more because there are things and situations that are going to come up that are going to challenge you. You know, we are creatures of habit, and whenever we do something that is out of the ordinary, our body will push against it. Our mind will push against it. It takes us a while for us to form another habit and for us to tell our body and our mind that this is the new version of ourselves. So in that moment, we really need to seek God and seek Him fully, right? The third thing I want to talk about is realizing your contribution that you've made to your life. You know, a lot of us want to think we're perfect. I like to think I'm perfect, right? Sometimes. And we don't realize how much we've contributed to us not being motivated. You know, I can sit here all day and say, okay, like do this, do that, do this. And you're like, okay, let me go do everything Lashana says to do. But you're still not going to be motivated. Motivation comes from understanding that deep at our core, we need to be transformed. And back to step number one, like if you are consuming things that are not helpful to you becoming motivated, you will continue to be in the same place year after year. Your contribution to your self-motivation is basically the contribution that you make every day you wake up. Sorry, the choice that you make every day you wake up. That's your contribution to self-motivation. If I wake up in the mornings and I don't take out my clothes, I don't do my hair, I don't prepare my breakfast the night before I know what I'm going to eat, or I have groceries in my house, I don't pack my bag before I have to leave the house. If I wake up and there's no gas in my car, that is your contribution to your life and your self-motivation for the rest of the day. Because basically you set yourself up for failure. That is your contribution. If you go out with your friends on a Friday night and you get drunk every night and you spend $200, but then you complain at the fact that you don't have any money and you don't feel self-motivated because you're working a job that you hate, and you keep saying that you're going to quit, but God knows you're not going to quit because you need the money so you can go out on Friday night so you can complain on Monday, that is your contribution to your life. Okay? Take time to sit down and say, how am I self-sabotaging myself? How am I contributing to this negative version of who I am? Right? Okay, let's get into the next step. And last but not least, let's talk about patience and mental health. All the things I've listed down below requires patience and mental health. You know, we have to understand that it took you 2 years for you to be accustomed to your life. It's probably going to take you another year for you to get out of this like cycle that you're in. Self-motivation is a journey, not a goal. Okay? And the number one thing to becoming self-motivated and changing your life and leveling up is being someone who understands that. Okay? Your mental health is extremely important in you becoming successful and being self-motivated. When you are going towards a goal, you have to understand that your mental health is more important than anything else. You know, mental strength does not get the rep that it deserves. So if I'm waking up in the mornings at 4 a.m., but I'm going to sleep at 1 o'clock in the morning, right? And then I'm going to class from 8 in the morning to 6 o'clock in the afternoon, and then coming home and just binge watching shows till 1 in the morning again, your mental health is suffering. You cannot do the things that you're called to do. It is impossible for you to do the things that you're supposed to do because mentally you're struggling. Patience and mental health is so important. And you also have to give yourself the time to be able to see if these things work, right? It says release the expectation of what is and what could be. You're not doing this so that you can win a cookie. You're not doing this so that you can win a prize. You're doing this because you want to be a better person, you know, and that is the whole purpose of changing your life and becoming self-motivated. It's not so you can gain anything. It's to become a better person, because when you are in alignment with who you are supposed to be, you will automatically attract and pull in the things that are for you. So all the things I mentioned in this video is not to make you a millionaire, or I watch those videos like, oh my God, like if I do this, it's going to make me a millionaire. Listen, honey, we're not trying to make millionaires. We're trying to make self-thinkers. Okay. Like millionaires, you can have $1 million and be like a person that has $2 in their bank account. It's all about what's up here. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't done it already. If you made it to the end of this video, link down below and let me know which one of the steps you liked the most, which one of the steps related to you the most, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.